Oh, okay. Guess I'm gonna start by reconnecting to the server. Alright guys, welcome back. It is my video, and today, before we pull for Skirk with everything I've been saving so far, not that much because I had to pull on Escoffier, and she kind of made me go broke. I did win the 50-50 for that, so I am also going to be having a hard time pulling for Skirk, but Skirk is one of the characters I'm most excited for and have ever been excited for. So without further ado, I'm going to look at every single one of my characters that I have built. Alright, so Wriothesley I think is one of my best builds. In this case, level 90, 50-22, and it's not 50 because this crit rate and crit damage get boosted also by his artifact set. So that is crazy. Constellation C1, I have his main weapon once again. Talents 10-10-10. Let's now look at his artifact. So his flower is alright, could be better. I like it a lot because it has a bunch of ER. It's not too good crit rate ratio wise though, but I think he has enough. So this really helps though. Pretty good feather. That's pretty good. Over 30. This is also pretty good. What was that, 28? And then this is also pretty decent. I mean, it could be better, but it's overall very decent. I have a signature C1. Really packs a punch. Especially with Escoffier, who I just got. Her stats aren't as good, obviously. I just got her. I threw this on her. Probably could put another weapon. You can look back through this. Artifacts, I'm not too worried about this. I've just been farming a bunch, so I have a bunch of these flowers and feathers that I haven't looked at for both Marchose and Golden Troop. But overall, she's pretty good. I'm not too worried about her. I'm probably going to get her 90 later when I have enough resources in time. Next is Furina. Furina is also in this situation where I got her and I haven't really built her fully. I need to get her a 90. She's one of the characters like Bennett, I'm pretty sure, and all those supports that you should get to 90. Once again, nothing crazy. Pretty bad, honestly. Fav, the usual. I heard just stacking HP on her was good. So I gave her this, which has over, I think, 40 crit. What is that? Yeah, 40 crit ratio, which is actually fucking insane. This might be one of my best goblets, honestly. That might be one of my only pieces over 40. And it's on HP, of course it is. 188, because she's level 90. I will get that up. Did I show her? One of the questions I have for her, should I keep this on her, or should I like switch to crit rate or crit damage? I think I should just stay HP, but you guys probably know better than me. Alright, now for one of the characters that I actually have questions on how to build. So I am using Citlali. I'm not using her with Mavuika. I'm going to use her with Skirk if I get Skirk. So that being said, let's ignore the weapon. I know like sack is better, but I don't have an extra. I probably shouldn't have used everything on Sucrose, but whatever. I don't even use Sucrose, so I probably should switch that. Do I use Cinder Scroll the cities? Even though I'm not using her with Mavuika, I'm going to use her with Skirk. So should I switch to Tenacity of the Neuvillette? What's artifact set should I switch her to? C0 and 280. I just don't know what I should do with her, especially since I'm using her with Skirk. Alright, next is Navia. Navia is honestly, it's kind of weird. I kind of use her, I kind of don't. I have her event weapon. That's alright. That's alright. Could be better. I got really unlucky. I like didn't spend too long. That's actually not that bad. And then this is alright. I'm not too upset about this. This is overall alright. She just does a bunch of big damage really quickly. So I use her with like Wriothesley. I use like a freeze team and just throw her any team, honestly. Quick damage. Okay, Fandango boy. I have been so incredibly unlucky with his artifacts that it's not even crazy. Oh, it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. So I got Witsis R5, pretty recent actually. I have no crit rate, crit damage here anywhere. I'm going to spend so much time. I farmed this set so many times. Just nothing. Obviously, I just got this. Once again, no crit rate, crit damage, only one. This is actually pretty decent. Is this a 40 piece? Wow, okay, this is a 40. This might be over 45, honestly. This is pretty good. I might use this on Kazuha, honestly. I don't know why this is on Kazuha. I have this. This needs to be crit rate, crit damage. I'm just not, I'm like super unlucky with him, and I haven't used him in a while, and I'm not playing to 10, 10, 10. But there you go. Alright, that's it. So next is Kazuha. Kazuha is one of the characters who does his job. He does his job well because he's Kazuha, but I feel like I'm doing something wrong with his build. As you can see, I'm a Kazuha pro. You can tell that because I have the Echo. Yep, I'm a pro. All right, totally wasn't easy. Totally didn't take like an extra 30 minutes than expected. But yeah, so here's my Kazuha. I think he's all right. How's his EM? His EM's all right. 654. it's not 1,000. Iron Sting, best free to play option. Flower is alright. Feather, alright. Alright. Pretty good, honestly. Pretty good for a goblet. And this is alright. I have a bunch of other stuff. And C2. He was the first person I pulled for on this account, and I went all the way C2. 10, 10, 10. Probably because he's C2, and he is 10, 10, 10, and he's Kazuha, that he does his job. But I feel like I am doing something wrong. Should I invest more into his EM and ignore like all these crit rate, crit damage substats, or should I prioritize EM substats? What should my priorities be on those substats? I know like the main stats, I think I have it right, with EM and most fine also, and EM, but I'm just a bit unsure. All right, next, please do not hate me for my Raiden Shogun. She is trash, all right? Or how I have her built. The character, is not trash, all right? 65, 99, how much ER, because you guys are going to kill me, 274, all right? I have Fav Lance. I have a bunch of other spears. I'm not switching the catch to her, but I have Fav on there. I think Fav is one of the best, because it's TR. So these are all alright. I originally had her using the like what Fischl had with the like it buffs skills damage with Golden Troop, right? I originally had her in Golden Troop, but I switched her to Emblem because it was better, I think, overall. So I'm confused on what my main stat should be on Raiden Shogun. So currently I have ER, electro damage, and crit rate. I think that's good, but I don't know if I want to replace this ER with attack or what I want to do with this piece, with the timepiece specifically. Other than that, I think my pieces are all right for her, and she does all right. She's level 90. C0 though, 8, 10, 9, maybe it can be 9, 10, 9. But it's good overall. If I really need to, I can increase this. I have 20 crowns. Oh my god, I'm wasting so many. Next is Kinich. Kinich might be my best built character. 41 to 13. I know like, oh my god, that's trash. But with Obsidian Codex, that gets boosted. Wolf's Gravestone, pretty good. Now let's look at these pieces. This is pretty decent. Pretty decent. That's still 30 crit ratio because 15 points, that's like 31. That's 31.2. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Do not hate me. That is pretty good. All right, Dendro, I use the, whatever it's called, where you can set your artifact to Dendro damage. I did that. This is all right. 30 value, 30 crit value, pretty good. And this is probably his one bad piece. I can't find a good crit damage one. And I'm just don't feel like spending the time. He does his job well enough already. But that would be the only piece. I don't really need help with building him. I feel like I understand his play style. Maybe I can get this to 10 because I have so many crowns. but he's cracked. All right, Tighnari. Tighnari was the first 5-star, like actual 5-star that I got from Standard Banner. Pretty cracked, honestly. He does his job pretty well as a burst damage. He's easy to build, so I didn't invest too much into him. This is alright. This is alright also. That's, oh my, okay, that's trash, but whatever. That could be better. I definitely have something better than that. And that's actually alright. That's actually pretty good. That's not bad. Not shabby. C1, I used the, get your free 1 5-star from the Standard Banner, and I chose Tighnari to get C1. Alright, but overall, Tighnari is alright. Now it is time for my best character. The one, the only, Arlecchino. Arlecchino. Call her daddy.
Call her daddy.
Alright, cut that out. Alright. Let's look at stats. 74.5 over 198. That can be higher. That 198 should be higher. That is my fault. One artifact is not good enough. Everything else is near perfect though, okay? Relax. Her weapon, her signature. I'm free to play, by the way. I'm free to play. Everything, all my C2 Kazuha, the weapons, I am free to play. I started like 2 years ago on this account, or 1.5, whatever. This is pretty good, okay? Artifacts. I originally had her on Gladiators, and I recently switched her to Harmonic Whimsy, and I think this is pretty good. Quick calculation, 30 something, not doing like 35. That's pretty good. 36. This can be better. This isn't too, actually no, this is 35. This is pretty good also. And then this is her one piece that can be better. I have 4 pieces. What am I wasting on? Oh, my goblet. Yeah, I switched Arlecchinos and I used both of them and I got unlucky on one. And Arlecchino's a better DPS. So also C1. I'm free to play. C1. Her weapon is like the same as Wriothesley. I'm just built different. 10-10-10. She is a menace. Her normal attacks do a crazy amount of damage. Very consistent. Always a good character. Very sustainable. Alright, Traveller. I only have him built on Pyro. I have him like really poorly built. He might be one of my worst built characters. I'm not gonna spend too much time on him. I know what I need. I know how I need to build him. But yes, don't want to spend too much time. You can look at it. C6, C12 actually, with that bonus. 6, 10, 11. That's alright. Alright, time for the bunch of like the supports, I guess. Xingqiu. Yep, alright. Weapons, R2. It took me so long to even get 1 sack sword. It is crazy how unlucky I got getting sack sword. I had this man on, what's it called? I had him on like a 3-star option, alright? Actually, no, I had him on Bab Sword. What am I saying? I'm lying. Alright, whatever. Gladiator. Okay, yeah, you guys can hate me. You guys can put, oh my god, why don't you have him on, oh my god, what's the set that Raiden uses? Yeah, why don't you have him on Emblem? Oh my god, you're such a loser. You're garbage. Get out of the game. No. He is good on Gladiator. Please trust me. He does so much damage. His support does so much damage. This is cracked. 31.9 with 31.1. This is literally this is probably my best circlet on my whole entire account. Alright, that's pretty sad, but this is probably my best circlet on this account. You know how many times I had to roll into that? 4 times. 4 times. That is pretty good. That is a pretty good circlet. Alright. Alright, we don't talk about this. Alright, but that's pretty good. Overall, C6, 112-13, he does his job fantastically. I do not care if I'm building him correctly. He does his job better than better. Alright, okay, I'll just shut up. Alright, Bennett, Boken to Boken. I have him built pretty badly, honestly. He does his job. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. About his weapon, I know I should have ER in this, But the attack is pretty nice, even though I know that it stacks base attack. Okay, it stacks base attack, so this attack subset on the Kagutsu, okay, whatever. On this sword, doesn't matter, so that's why a bunch of people run ER. So I'm probably gonna switch this to like a Fav sword, I guess. I'm a bit confused. There's like just high attack, but he does fine. Honestly, his build can be a lot better. I could spend some time farming noblesse pieces, but I probably should. That's not my top priority. C6. I have him C6 because every character that I need him for is either a Pyro character, already has a guaranteed or permanent, like the infusion in an element that overrides Pyro. So this is just extra damage and a bigger radius. And 11113. He's alright. I can switch his sword. If you guys are really that pissed off, just put in the comments, please. Okay. Now, potentially for one of my worst build characters, but still does the job, Xiangling. You guys would think, as someone who's played Genshin since its release, like a week after its release, that I would know how to build Xiangling, Bennett. Like, I do know how to build Bennett, I'm just not. And Xingqiu. But no. Alright. Bad stats, alright. I'm not respecting her. Oh, Catch. She's a good character, though. Broken character. My bad. First artifact, trash. It's actually pretty good. Pretty bad. Pretty trash. Okay, this is pretty good. What's this, 28? 20.8? Okay, that's alright. That's alright. This is just so underwhelming. C6, that's alright. 112.13. Her artifacts suck. I'm sorry. Can't really do anything about it. Her talents, all my characters' talents are high though. I get the guaranteed damage, alright? We're gonna skip Xianyun. I'll do it real quick. I'm not gonna talk about her. I got her because I thought I was gonna quit the game. It's like, might as well spend all my people gems. Yippee! Alright. Okay, there's your Xianyun. I'm not using her. Alright, Neuvillette. He's also one of the cases where I just got him. Or I got him and I never built him. I just got him level 80. I was like, yippee, 23, 113. I know how to build him. I just haven't really had time to equip all of these, or looking at through all of these, find out which one's the best. That's alright. This is all trash. But yeah, you get the deal. I know what to do. Just HP, Hydro is fine, and HP. I think some people might run crit damage, but I'm going to run HP because that's still pretty good. Talus, 878. I'm going to get that all to like 88 or 10. He needs to be level 90 though to be pretty good. Mavuika. Alright, Mavuika's in an odd situation as well, because a few reasons. I am using her solely as a support, and actually support / sub DPS, because I usually put her with Kinich. Alright, Mailed Flower, pretty actually good on her apparently. Artifacts can be... I need to switch this to what... I need to change this to Cinder City. So if I'm changing this to Cinder City, I'm going to take... what's her name? Escoffier, no, not Wriothesley, no, not Furina. Who's the for Citlali? Yes, Citlali is the character. I'm gonna take Citlali's artifacts and put them on Mavuika. C0, 4-8-8. She's pretty good, I will say. Mavuika is really similar to Raiden Shogun in the fact that she can work as a sub DPS, main DPS, and a support. And I only use Raiden Shogun as a support, and that's probably how I'm going to use Mavuika as well, with some sub DPS. So I'm probably going to switch this to Cinder City and give buffs to Kinich. And then I also have these guys built. I have these guys built pretty well, so I'm not too upset. But that is it for the account review. All right, I am currently getting all the primo gems I can. I'm doing all my dailies, and I'm trying to 100% all the map. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.
Call her daddy.